Right, so I want you to treat me as a pupil at the partly train stage. And my instructor, who's gone off playing golf today, but he has got the same car as you, so I'm familiar with the controls. He said we're going to do pedestrian crossings and use the signals by indicator and by arm.
Okay.
Yeah?
Mhm.
You ever done the arm?
Yeah, we done them last time, didn't we?
Do we? Okay.
Are you suffering from short-term memory loss or
Yeah,
something?
I am. Yeah, I'm actually write it down. Okay, right. Leave the arm out of it then. Yeah. So
okay.
signals by pedestrian crossings and signals by indicator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'll leave you to introduce.
Right. Hello, Tony. I'm Allison. How do you do? Nice to meet you.
Not very well after reading your post on Facebook.
I'm just going to instructors off today.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. He's had a nervous breakdown. Somebody posted bad
not-
comments about him on Facebook.
I'm not surprised he didn't. Right, you said to go for pedestrian crossings and use the signals today.
Yeah.
Right, you haven't done this subject before.
No.
Okay. You've done signals before?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me, if was coming up to a junction, where you'd signal? How far back you'd signal?
About between 6 and 8 car lengths, isn't it?
That's it, okay. Why is it important we signal then?
Bob says to give people time to react, isn't it?
Okay, good. And see this parked car here, for instance. Would
Yeah.
you signal past a parked car?
No.
No, good. Why wouldn't you do that?
Oh, because they might think I'm turning it down.
That's it. That's right. Yeah, can be misleading.
Yeah.
Right. Although we signal 6 to 8 car lengths, if we was here and we wanted to turn right in here, where would you signal?
If we were here,
Yeah.
I was turning right in there.
Yeah.
I was signaling about here.
That's it. Because sometimes it may only be three car lengths. Depends on if there's a junction
Oh,
before
yeah,
the one
yeah.
we need to.
Yeah, it's not
turn
cast in
into.
stone,
So it's
Bob
not
says,
cast
isn't
in stone. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. And before you signal, what mirrors do you check?
Inside out.
Okay. Right. So yeah, if you're turning left, what mirrors would you check?
Middle left.
That's it. Good. Right, okay. Right. So you seem to have a good understanding of the signals. Right. Pedestrian crossings. We have a couple of types of different pedestrian crossings: controlled and uncontrolled.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. Controlled pedestrian crossings are controlled by traffic lights.
Oh, right.
Okay, and we've got a few different types. Can you name me any of them?
I do use them as a pedestrian sometimes. I know them ones that black and white line, zebras.
Yeah, they're uncontrolled crossings.
Yeah.
I'll come on to those in a minute. But controlled crossings...
Oh, the ones where you press the
Oh,
button?
yeah, ones that are controlled by the traffic lights.
Yeah, I have used them, yeah. Yeah, it comes up with a wait sign or something.
Yeah, well, we've got two different types. We've got puffin and pelican. The pelican are being phased out for the puffin. But the pelican, I have what we call the yellow flashing amber light. Have you seen those?
Yellow flashing amber. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so do you know what that means, the flashing amber light?
I noticed people, I noticed them when I cross the road, as soon as they get to the other side, start flashing, they go.
That's it, yeah. Well, what it means is if it's flashing amber and the crossing's clear, we can proceed. But if there's someone on the crossing, we have to wait for them to cross.
Right.
But the puffin traffic lights are slightly different. They're governed by the rules of normal traffic lights. So you know the sequence of normal traffic lights?
I do, yeah.
So you just obey those as normal traffic lights. Right, so the first thing about pedestrian crossings is when we drive along, we must spot them early.
All right.
Okay, so we've got to be looking out for them. So how do you know how to identify a controlled crossing?
Oh, I've only ever identified them as a pedestrian, really.
Right, okay, and how would you identify them as a pedestrian?
I just tend to follow the crowd. I'm walking along the pavement and I see everybody.
Right, can you see the yellow boxes on the traffic lights?
Yeah.
Now we know they're a pedestrian crossing, so
Oh,
we can
right,
look out for those.
Yeah.
And also we've got the zigzag lines.
All right, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what they mean, the zigzag lines?
I'm studying for my highway, my theory, but I haven't got to this page yet. But I'll get there by next week.
Right, okay, well that means you mustn't park on them.
Oh, yeah.
And you mustn't overtake the nearest motorised vehicle to the crossing. Okay, the only thing you can overtake is a bicycle, as long as he's not waiting for anyone to cross, and as long as you can see by them. Okay, so if we see a pedestrian crossing, the first thing we're going to check is our mirrors.
All right.
Okay. Then we're going to scan the crossing, and if there's no one there, we don't need to reduce our speed, and as long as the traffic light's green, we can proceed through them. But once we've scanned the crossing, we can see pedestrians, and even though the traffic light might be green, we're going to reduce our speed because they may have pressed the button and they may change.
Oh.
So we've got time to stop. But if they don't change, we're just going to carry on through.
Oh, okay.
But if they do change, we have to stop.
Yeah.
We're going to wait behind the giveaway line because we mustn't, or the stop line, mustn't go over the line and park on the crossing or stop on the crossing. Okay, because we'll be blocking it. Right, and then we've got some crossings got the safe havens in the middle, and that is one crossing, still considered as one crossing. Okay, and this one where it's staggered, it's two. Right, uncontrolled crossings. How would you identify an uncontrolled crossing from a distance?
Zigzag lines.
Yeah. What else?
The black and white markers on the road. I see them.
That's it. And these ones, the Belisha beacons.
Oh right, them flashing beacons.
Yeah, they have the flashing yellow amber lights. So
Yeah.
what does that mean then if we approach a zebra crossing?
Stop.
No, it's the same as the pelican. You only have to give way for somebody on the crossing.
Oh right. Yeah.
Okay, so as with the other ones, as soon as we spot the crossing, we're going to check our mirrors.
Yeah.
We're going to scan it, and if there's somebody there, we're going to reduce our speed. And then then we're going to wait behind the giveaway line.
All right.
Very important we don't park on it, because you'll be blocking it. You can get 3 points on your licence. And then you might have someone disabled who can't get round it as well. Okay.
All right.
But if there's no one near the crossing, or looks like they may cross, we're going to carry on. Okay. And one thing we mustn't do is beckon anybody across, because if there's someone coming the other way and they haven't seen them and you've beckoned them across, they could start crossing. They could run them over.
All right.
Okay. And the only other thing, we've just got to look out for pedestrians in general today as well. If they was to step off the road, we're going to have to give way to them once they step foot in the road.
Yeah, that's what you run them over, can we?
We don't want to run them over today, do we? No. Okay, so do you have any questions on
No.
Right, okay, what we do then, we go and have a drive round and give it a go. So, you'd like to set yourself up as you normally do?
Yeah, it's all coffee rubbish, isn't it?
Okay, so what can you see in that mirror?
Oh, I can't see a lot really, but I can square the whole back window.
Good.
And I see a bit in my head restraint, and I can see the corner of your window.
Good. And what about your side windows? Door window? I'm trying not to say wing. Door mirrors.
Have you still got that Morris Minor in? Oh, I can see a thumb's width of a car.
Yeah.
And I can see the bush comes in at the top.
Yeah.
And I can see it looks a bit right in the middle.
Yeah, okay.
And the same with that one.
All right, okay then. Right, so if you'd like to pull away, so...
Right out of the parking bay.
Yeah.
And at the end of the road, we're going to be turning left.
Okay, so as we pull away from here, what sort of speed are we going to be doing?
Oh, yeah, just normal speed.
Right, I'm down a nice slow walking space. You may have pedestrians walking out to their car.
Oh, yeah.
And sorry, where did you say we was going to go at the end?
Left.
And we're going to turn left at the end of the road.
Yeah.
So we can't see round this turning, so what could be crossing the road?
Pedestrians, yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to check first if you see a pedestrian?
My mirrors.
That's not good. So we're going to be looking out for these pedestrian crossings and any pedestrians that look like they may want to cross as well. Well, we've got a pedestrian up there, but she doesn't look like she wants to cross. We have to go by their body language.
Yeah.
If she was walking along the road and turning round, you'd think that she might want to cross.
That's quite nice, isn't it?
You get your glasses at this time, and then you won't be able to see a thing.
Roundabout, we're going to follow the road straight.
Right, we're going to follow the road straight on at the roundabout. So, round the roundabout, can you see the pedestrians?
Oh,
They're
yeah.
crossing,
Yeah,
so check your mirror, see what's behind you. And go nice and slow round the roundabout, give them time to cross.
Oh, yeah, they're gone. Oh, that's a crossing, isn't
Now
it?
we can carry on.
Right.
These are what they call safe havens.
Oh, right.
Okay, and you'll see them down the road, but we don't need to slow down for them. If there's somebody waiting there to cross, we're going to carry on through, but we're going to check the mirrors first, see what's behind us, just in case they step in the road. If they don't step in the road, we're just going to carry on through, but if they do step in the road, we're going to stop and let them go. But when we see one of those, we must check our mirrors first to see what's behind us. We'll check our mirror first to see what's behind us as we approach a pedestrian crossing, because if we see a pedestrian crossing up ahead, then we've checked our mirror and there's something really close behind us, we're going to start to slow down a little bit earlier. Because if we don't, and we slow down at the last minute, the car behind us may not have seen, and they're going to go into the back of us, and that's going to push us onto the pedestrian. We'll run them over anyway. So it's very important we start to slow down early if we see something really close behind us.
End left, sorry.
And at the end of the road, we're going to turn left. So we're looking out for these pedestrians. We may have pedestrians around this corner because we can't see around it.
Yeah, loads down that way.
Yeah, so you've got the safe haven that side.
Oh yeah.
So if we see a safe haven and there's no one on it, what are you going to do with your speed? See, there's one up here. So check your mirror. We're just going to carry on through because we're going to scan the road. Yeah. There's no pedestrians there. So as soon as we see the pedestrian crossing, we check our mirrors, reduce the speed if necessary, but we scan. We're scanning the crossings for any pedestrians about. So we can.
That's not a crossing, is it?
Well, it's a safe haven, so pedestrians do cross there. So looking well ahead down the road, can you see this pedestrian?
Take the next road on the left.
Oh, we're going to take the next road on the left. So there was a pedestrian crossing up here, but there may be pedestrians crossing as we enter the new road. So we're going to look into the new roads. I can't see any crossings. So there's a pedestrian up there, looks like she's just crossed. So we've got a lot of parked cars here, so what could walk out between the parked cars?
Pedestrians.
Okay, so what must we do with our speed then?
Just keep it down a bit.
Yeah, we must be able to stop in a distance we can see to be clear.
All right, yeah.
Okay. And if you notice, we've got bus stops down here as well.
Well, she'd be walking a bit funny, wouldn't she?
Yeah. I was going to say something about one. Right, so we've got the man walking his dog. Or lady, rather.
No, it's not.
Good, you can't hear that. Right, watching that because you've got a bicycle up ahead. You can watch their body language because they may suddenly look over their shoulder and shoot across the road.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty good with bicycles.
Oh yeah, they're not pedestrians, are they? So.
Allison, roundabout to the left.
Right, the roundabout we're going to go left. So we can't see around this roundabout, so what might we have crossing the road?
Oh no. Different pedestrians again, isn't it?
So?
Should be some law against them, shouldn't there?
Right, as we enter this new road, we're looking out for any pedestrian crossings, safe havens, any light controlled pedestrian crossings and zebra crossings. So how do we spot a zebra crossing?
Are the beacons?
The Belisha beacons, yeah.
And next left, please.
And we're going to take the next turn in on the left. So if we have to stop at a crossing, where are we going to stop? Do you remember in the brief?
I've got a lousy memory.
We're going to stop behind the giveaway line.
Oh right, yeah.
And we use the same reference point. You know when you've done your emerging? Have you done emerging before?
I have, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a reference point for stopping behind the giveaway line?
Oh yeah, Bob gave me one of them.
Okay, where does that come into the car? Right, we don't signal round the round parked cars.
Oh, let people know where I'm going.
No, because if you start signalling round parked cars, they may
come back in.
No, we don't signal at all round any parked vehicles. Signal to go out or come back in.
Right.
Because it can be misleading to other road users, other vehicles as well as pedestrians. They may think you're turning into a drive, either to the right or to the left, or they may think you're turning down a turning. So it's very confusing and misleading.
Yeah, so how do I tell them where I'm going then?
Well, your speed and your position of your car is a signal to everybody else for exactly what you're doing. So they will know by that.
End left.
And at the end of the road, we're going to turn left. So whereabouts are you going to signal when we turn left?
About 6 to 8 car lengths.
Okay. Pop it on now then.
It's about 6 to 8 car lengths.
No, you should have popped it on a little bit further back.
Oh, we've put that on there all the time. And
A little bit late signalling there. I'm sure I said a little bit earlier. So it gives people, rather road users, plenty of time to let them know what we're doing.
Yeah, just coming out of road.
Yeah.
I actually thought you hadn't seen it.
Seen what?
Me signal late.
Oh.
I've signalled late on the last 2 to 3 junctions, haven't I?
Yeah, I'm so busy banging on about pedestrian crossings. I forgot about the signals there.
Yeah, so obviously if there's a pedestrian in danger or there's a pedestrian crossing, then obviously it would prioritise.
It's only, to be honest, it's only when you signalled around those parked cars that I remembered the signals. I thought, shit, I forgot about
yeah.
them.
It's two subjects, don't
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously there is times where you have to prioritise, and
Yeah.
if you're dealing with a pedestrian approaching a crossing or a pedestrian hanging off the edge of the curb trying to commit suicide, well then you would actually prioritise, yeah?
Yeah.
But the longer you don't, if you just ignore this one for a minute,
Yeah.
the longer you don't talk about it,
Yeah.
then obviously I'm going to start introducing more signal faults, am I?
Yeah. So we're looking at these pedestrians. We've got pedestrian crossing here, so check your mirrors.
All right, yeah.
Check your mirror then, Tony.
Yeah.
Scan the crossing.
All right,
Anyone there?
No.
So we can carry on through.
Yeah.
Right, we're looking well ahead down this road here, so
Yeah.
we may have pedestrians crossing. We're not going to signal past this van.
No, I'm going to use my position and my speed.
Yeah, good. So what we got up ahead?
Zebra.
Okay, so what are you going to check first?
Oh, my mirrors.
Check your mirrors then.
All right, yeah, sorry.
Okay. Right, where are you going to stop? Because this man's crossing. Right,
at
stop behind the giveaway line.
that giveaway line.
Okay, so
my
you pick up your reference point. Right,
Yeah.
you've got the people waiting to cross here.
Yeah.
All right, she's not going. So we can carry on now.
She made me stop for anything.
Well, you got to make sure.
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right here. So
I think children should put their mums on a lead, shouldn't they?
So we're looking out for all these pedestrians because we've got a busy high road here, so there's lots of activity going on. Looking out for these crossings. So can you see the crossing up ahead? The light control crossing.
Change, yeah.
So what are you going to check first?
The mirror.
Okay. Is there anything behind you?
Yeah, it's a long way.
Okay.
It's closing up on me quickly now.
So what sort of crossing is this? Do you remember? Have you done?
I see the cameras on top.
Yeah.
Mind you, they've all got cameras on top now, haven't they? But they're facing down on the crossing. Normal traffic light sequence. That's puffing, isn't it?
That's it, yeah. So we just obey the normal traffic light rules on those ones.
Pedestrian user friendly or something, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
I'm doing a bit of study for my theory, haven't I?
They got longer. So if you see the yellow boxes, can you see they've got bigger boxes? They have one
yeah,
longer box
yeah.
and one small box sometimes.
Yeah, it's got a red man.
Yeah. So we've got a lady on the crossing here.
Yeah.
So if the lights change, where are you going to stop?
At my reference point.
That's it, good. Change us and carried on. Good, well done. So we've got another crossing up ahead. So what mirror are you going to check?
The middle mirror.
Okay, we're not going to speed up towards it. Don't speed up towards any crossings in case the lights change. So there's someone waiting there, so they may change.
How do I know if they've pressed the button or not?
Can you see the red man that's lit up? You know they've pressed the button.
Yeah, turning left.
We're going to take the next turn on the left, so we're looking into the road. We've got pedestrians there.
And the next left.
And we're going to take the next turning on the left.
That's a crossing, isn't it?
No, that's not it's not an actual crossing. It's just a raised. What it is, it's like a bump in the road, just to slow the traffic calming measure, to slow the traffic down. Right, well, can you look up ahead? What we've got up ahead?
Oh yeah, zebra.
What are you going to check first?
Mirror.
Right, so ease off the gas because you can't see. So we've got to scan the crossings.
Yeah.
Anyone crossing?
Yes,
While you're waiting to cross, so we carry on. If we can't see, like on that one,
And turning left.
we can take the next turn on the left. If we can't see on that one, like the vision was blocked because of the parked cars, we need to ease off the gas and cover the brake until we've had time to scan the crossing.
Right.
Because if there was somebody there and you haven't slowed
left
down,
again.
we can take the next turn on the left. If there's somebody there and you haven't slowed down, you might end up running them over.
Right.
Right, so we've got another.
Yeah, give you a chance to have a good look at it.
Yeah, so we must.
Yeah, I noticed when we come to that last.
Yeah.
We come to this one a few minutes ago. When they pressed the button, see on the left of the button,
Yeah.
a little red light came on.
Yeah.
Does that tell me they just pressed the button?
That means the red light. When the red man.
No, it's a little red light.
Oh, the little red light.
Because the red man's on now, but she has to press the
See
button.
the one up the top?
Yeah.
Yeah, the red light means they've pressed the button.
That's got a box on the top as well.
Yeah. So she got a lady there, she's pressed it, but they haven't changed it. So we've got to ease off the gas and cover the brake because they may change before we get to them.
Oh.
But if we start slowing down on approach, if you can see that red light, Then you've got time to stop if they do change.
Next left.
And we're going to take the next turn on the left. So we're looking into the road. What have we got crossing here?
Oh, pedestrians.
Okay, so check your mirror. What's behind you? Right, we're going to carry on because this man hasn't got to the other side yet. Right, now don't beckon people across. Right, if you beckoned him across...
Yeah, he's my neighbour.
No, it doesn't matter if you know them. You must never beckon anyone across even you know them, because you can be forcing them into the path of oncoming traffic.
Left.
And we're going to take the next turn on the left.
Oh, you never thought of that. I never had apologise to him later on.
Okay, so we're going to watch this pedestrian. She's stepped out in the road. She's back on the pavement again.
Yeah, bugger, these pedestrians, isn't it?
Yeah, so, well, they cross anywhere, so you've got to look out for them. So we're not going to increase our speed, we're going to keep it this speed. So check your interior mirror.
All right.
Coming up to this pedestrian crossing, check it then.
All right, yeah.
Right, now slow down and scan crossing.
Slow down.
Right, wait till they've crossed. And they've finished crossing, so we can... Right, this person's going to cross. So park in behind the giveaway line and stop there.
All right.
Right, can you pick up the reference point? See, it's the same as parking behind the giveaway line.
Should I put my handbrake on?
Yeah, put your handbrake on at pedestrian crossing. Keep it in first gear. So as soon as she's on the pavement, we're going to carry on.
Yeah.
So it needs to be...
Next left.
So we're going to take the next turn on the left. So we're scanning all the time for these pedestrians.
All right.
And they may step out into the road.
Yeah.
So we're going to wait here.
Now,
we're going to stop because they've stepped out into the road.
Oh, no,
don't beckon them across. Don't beckon them across.
Even though they're my neighbours.
Even though they're neighbours and it's your best mate, you mustn't beckon him across.
I haven't any best mates.
Haven't you? No. Right.
No, I lost them all on Facebook. End right.
We're going to turn right at the end of the road. So looking out for those pedestrians and not beckoning anyone across.
He's in a funny position, isn't he? Give him one of your cards.
Perhaps he didn't know where he wanted to go. Perhaps he doesn't know it's a one-way street. Right, we've got pedestrians here.
Yeah.
She's crossing. So we're going to put you. Don't start moving forward. We've got to wait till they've finished crossing. Otherwise, you could start edging forward and you could end up running her over.
Oh, right. No, I wouldn't do that.
So keep an eye on these. See where they're going to go. Right, he's going to go behind you. Right, pop your signals there. Okay, so we've got more pedestrians here. She's stepped out, so we're not going to speed up. Ease off the gas and let her go.
Roundabout left.
And turn left at the roundabout. So we've got more pedestrians crossing, so we can give them time to cross before we get there. So we've got another... What have we got round the corner here?
Oh, Venetian beacons.
Okay, so what are you going to check first?
Oh, mirror.
Okay. So what are you going to do next? What are you going to do next? You're going to scan the crossing for pedestrians?
Yeah, I'm scanning. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think this man might cross?
Could do.
Okay, so we're going to wait to see what he does. No, he doesn't. Not crossing.
Looks like he's lost his motorbike, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he? Right, what have we got up ahead?
Oh, that's a controlled crossing, isn't it?
Okay, yes. So what are you going to check first?
The mirror.
Check your mirror then.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right, and then where are you going to scan?
Oh, it's got that flashing light on it, look.
That's it. So where are you going to scan?
Oh, across.
Okay, is anyone waiting to cross? We're going to take the next turn on the left.
Yeah, it's got that flashing amber light, doesn't it?
Yeah. So what does that mean?
I don't know.
So if it's flashing and there's no one crossing, we can carry on. But if it's flashing and there's somebody crossing, we have to wait till they finish crossing before we can...
Next left.
We'll take the next turn on the left. So we're looking at those pedestrian crossings and pedestrians in general, because they walk out anywhere. So you can see all the pedestrians down there, so check your mirror, see what's behind you.
All right.
Check your mirror then.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep an eye on these pedestrians, they may suddenly cross. Right, now they're going to step up, they've stepped in the road, so we have to let them go. She had a foot on the road, so once they've got their foot in the road, we must wait and let them go. We're going to keep your handbrake on until they finish
That's why my
crossing.
wife says you're better off just waving them across and get rid of them.
And this lady's she's going to cross now. So once one starts crossing, they all tend to go.
I think my
wife's
wife's
right. Now scan
right.
up and down. There's no one coming, so we're going to carry on now.
I think my wife's right, just wave them on and get rid of them.
We don't wave them across.
And
Because
right.
if you wave her across and those cars don't give way, coming opposite us, coming towards us, then they're going to run her over.
Yeah, they're so
Then it's
indecisive,
going to be your fault.
I didn't know whether it was coming
You
or
just
going.
let the pedestrian make up their own mind whether they want to cross or not. Okay, so what have we got in the new road?
No, we got one of those puffin crossings, haven't we?
That's a puffin crossing, yes. So What mirrors? What are we going to check first on the approach?
Oh, mirrors.
Okay, and why do we check the mirrors?
See if the vehicle very close behind me.
Yes, sir. So what do we do after we've checked the mirrors?
Scan.
Okay, what we're scanning for?
Pedestrians.
Okay, so if we see pedestrians on the crossing, what are you going to do with your speed?
Not increase it.
Okay, and if there's somebody waiting there, are you going to keep at the same speed or are you going to reduce the speed?
Oh, you want me to slow down here?
Well, if there's somebody waiting there, we're going to cover the brake, because obviously, see those pedestrians are waiting there. They've obviously pressed the button, so we know it's going to change.
All right.
So we're not going to increase our speed. So where are we going to stop here?
Oh, at the stoplight.
Right, so we can carry on with this then. Right, what we got up ahead?
Oh, another
So
crossing.
what are you going to check first?
Oliver here.
So where are you going to scan?
Left and right.
Okay, so
I've seen them already.
where are you going to stop on this one?
Oh, same place, stoplight.
Okay. Right, put your handbrake on.
Oh.
And stop your rolling forward, so it prevent you from rolling forward and running people over. Right, we can carry on.
So it's important to stop at these give way and stop lines then? Or is it just because you're
Well, you need to
the
stop.
council don't want to wait?
Well,
Waste of paint.
On the light controlled ones, you have to stop if you've got a red light.
Yeah, but is it important to stop at the line?
You've got to stop behind the give way line, yes, because if you stop over the line, one, you're blocking the crossing, and another reason, you could get 3 points on your licence. So we've got another zebra here, so check your mirror.
Oh,
Okay. And scan up and down. So that's two separate crossings when you've got the bit in the middle.
and we're
So
going to
when
turn right.
I'm going to take the next turn on the right.
Yeah, so if I... So I've got to stop at the line.
Yeah.
But, you know, if I stop a little bit over, pedestrians will walk around me, won't they?
Yeah, but you may have someone in a disabled buggy or someone who's blind. Might not be able to see them, and they're going to go straight into the car.
Yeah.
So you must make sure you keep the crossing clear.
Oh.
Even if you're in queue in traffic and you've got a...
Turning right.
I'm going to take the next turn on the right, and you've got a car in front of you. You must
Yeah.
make sure you've got the clearance in front.
Yeah.
And you mustn't stop on the crossing because you're blocking it. So you've got to keep it clear for the pedestrians. One, you'll get points, and two, you're blocking it for the pedestrians so they can't get around, and you're going to force them into the road.
Yeah, I suppose it's that's what the zigzag lines is for. I could stop here and you're going to stop within the zigzag lines.
No, because if you stop too far back, cars behind you may think you're stopping, parking, and they may overtake you, and they may end up running the pedestrian over. So it's very important we stop behind the give way line in the correct place.
So why did the council waste all these money on these flipping zigzag lines?
The zigzag lines are there for they're there to tell you that you mustn't overtake on them when you mustn't park on them. Because if you parked on them, you'll be blocking the crossing.
Next
so
right.
I'm going to take the next turn on the right. So if you park on them, people can't see as they approach the crossing if there's anyone crossing.
Right.
So it's very dangerous.
But it'd be okay to park the other side.
As long as you're not on the zigzag lines, you can.
No, not on the zigzag lines, the other side. We're not blocking anybody's view there, never mind.
What do you mean on the other side? I don't.
Well, the other side of the crossing.
Well, as long as you're leaving on that side, you can't park. Not anywhere on the zigzag lines, you mustn't park or overtake.
Now, turning left.
I'm gonna
That's
take
being
next
convenient because, you know, my bank's right next to one.
Because if you park, say on this side, and you park the other side,
Yeah.
although you can see, the cars coming from the other way may not be able to see somebody waiting to
I never
cross.
thought of that.
So you're
turning
blocking.
left.
I'm going to take the next turn on the left. So we're looking into the new road. What
Yeah.
we got into the new road?
I see Venetian beacon.
So what are you going to check first?
Yeah, the mirror.
And where are you going to scan?
Both sides.
Is there anyone there? So
He's approaching, but unless he gets a sprint on, he's not going to bother me. I didn't see him standing
I think he's too busy eating his sweets. Right. So what we got up ahead?
Oh yeah, it's that one with the flashing out from the pallet.
So what did you check first?
Mirror.
So what are you going to scan?
The crossing.
Okay, so flashing, what we're going to do? You're going to stop or carry
I'm
on?
going to carry on.
So don't speed up towards
right.
them. Do you remember what I said
I'll try
about
to get
speeding up
across there
towards
quickly.
them? So if somebody If somebody ran out and started running across the road and you've sped up towards the crossing, you'll end up running them over. Okay, so it's very important that we never speed up towards any crossings.
I wish I was intelligent as you. I don't think of these things.
I won't say.
Makes a change.
I'll save it for later.
Just making out of that. Alison's tongue tied. Well, you're not going to hit me after the lesson here.
No.
If I'm going to be abused and assaulted, I want it on camera, please, so I can see you.
No, I'll make sure the camera's off for you. Okay, so we've got some pedestrians up here. What do they look like they might want to do?
Yeah, I don't really see they're a problem. They're well away from the road, aren't they?
So what we got up ahead? In the middle of the road?
Turning right.
Oh, right.
Oh, one of those safety havens, isn't it?
So if there's someone waiting on there and they haven't stepped into the road, what would you do? Would you carry on or would you slow down?
I just check the mirror and just. I think Bob says don't overreact to things.
That's it, yeah. So what would happen if you overreacted and you got a car behind you?
Well, if I overact to him, he's not a podder, is he? If I go slamming my brakes on and.
Yeah, if you've got a car behind you and you've overreacted, he's not expecting you to stop. So he's going to go into the back of you and then because you've started to slow down, he's thinking you're letting him go, so he starts to cross and we end up running him over anyways. So what we got at this roundabout?
Oh, the wobbly bit in the middle.
Yeah, can you see the little safe haven?
Oh yeah, and we're going to turn right.
We turn right, so we've got some children here, so they may cross, so we're going to keep an eye on those. We've got another safe haven here, but scan. Can you see any pedestrians? So we're always looking well ahead down the road and scanning the road for any pedestrians and crossings. So the important thing is to spot them early. So as soon as you spotted a pedestrian crossing,
Next right.
We take next right. What's the first thing we do?
I'll check the mirrors, isn't it?
Okay, then what do we do?
Scan.
Okay, and if we see any pedestrians there, what are we going to do?
Slow down.
That's it. And if we have to stop, where would we stop?
Oh, at the stop line, with the giveaway line.
That's it. And if the yellow light's flashing and there's no one crossing, what are we going to do?
Oh, I can carry on, can I?
Good. Yeah.
Next left.
And we're going to take next turn on the left. So when are you going to signal?
About 8 car lengths away.
Okay, very late there. So what we're going to have to do next when we're next turning, we're going to have a look at these signals. We'll need to be signalling about 6 to 8 car lengths back. Because if we signal too late, it's very confusing for other road users. They may think that they're not expecting you to turn.
Crossroads left.
And at the crossroads we're going to go left. So when are you going to signal?
About 8 car lengths
We'll
away.
probably signal on now. It's a little bit late again now. So what we do on the next one, I'm going to prompt you.
Roundabout right.
And at the roundabout we're going to turn right. So pop your signal on now.
Oh, that's right, 6 to 8
That's
cars.
it, yeah. Gives you plenty of time for other road users to see exactly what you're going to be doing. So it gives them time to react to what you're doing.
Yeah, I done that with Bob a few weeks ago though,
Yeah.
and there was a side road beforehand, and this car pulled right in front of me.
Yeah, well, see, it's not always cast in stone, because if you do have a side road before, you may have to indicate about 3 car lengths. So you can indicate 6 to 8 car lengths back as long as there's not a side road before it. So you have to wait till you get past that side road, then indicate at the early stop. As soon as you start going past the centre lane of that road, then you can indicate. Right, so
Roundabout left.
we're going to turn left, so pop your signal on now, that's it.
6 to 8 cars.